Hey, Subere here with Illustrate today.
Sup?
Alright, I'm gonna ask you some stuff, talk to you about some of the glorious things that are involved with your EP and your album, which has changed in detail since we last talked.
Plenty of times.
Yes, plenty of times.
Numerous.
Yeah, it's been a bit crazy. So the EP you have in the works.
Yeah.
Uh, can you toss us a name? Does it have a name yet?
No name. Possibly. I think it might be called Under the Moon, but that's kind of, I don't know what to say about that. It's kind of iffy right now, but right now I'm thinking about 60% it's going to be called Under the Moon, but I'm not
Mm.
completely sure right now.
Is there any specific inspiration behind that at all?
Um, Pain that I've been through since ever. Uh, Kind of just running into my mind again since like Beautiful Misery and just picking apart I guess my poetic side. Because I've always stayed with writing poetry and listening to stuff like that. I've been listening to Atmosphere a lot, and Slug is one of the biggest inspirations, not just the music for me, but also just life and the way he looks at things and his writing ability and everything like that.
Yeah.
Kind of inspired me to kind of mix it between my Beautiful Misery style and like my own style. So it's not completely like majestic, I guess. It's more it still is. I mean, with Under the Moon, I guess you can say it's kind of like majestic, but it's no short side of the wishbone or anything because that style is just tiptoeing around everything, and I still want to keep some of that style, but I also want to let you guys know what exactly is going on. And with that style, it was kind of like I don't know. I mixed everything up, and it was kind of like I thought it was kind of therapeutic at the time, but then when I look back at it, I was like, what the fuck was I even saying? So kind of
All right.
making it more personalized and more um, deeper, I guess, in the certain sense of you guys get to know exactly what's going on.
Yeah. Sounds like something to look forward to. How many songs you'll have on it for us?
Uh, 6 to 8 right now, I'm thinking, but I'm hoping to at least get 8. Um, with every EP I do, I kind of want to have 8 songs on it because I kind of feel like I'm letting everybody down if I put like 5 or 6 and I run into a writer's block and I can't write anything for a few months and then I'm like fuck I need to get this out and then I just do it, um, which isn't bad because people like it, but I could just put more on it and kind of delay it for like a few more weeks. But with this one, there's no date yet. I've stopped doing that, setting dates and not meeting them, and I've kind of gotten tired of that, and I'm pretty sure my fans have too. So
Yeah.
I'm just gonna, whenever it's about 80% done, and I know that I can finish it in time, I'll set a release date then.
Yeah. Because I can see how it can be annoying trying to keep up with all that stuff and
It just puts pressure on yourself, like unneeded pressure, because you're like you doing stuff at your own pace, and then with a release date, you're kind of like scrambling to get everything done, and you
yeah.
start thinking way too much about stuff that you want to write that you can't write anything. So I'm just gonna keep it under the wraps until I get like 80% done.
Yeah, it's easier to just run on your own pace.
Yeah, exactly.
You know. So like what sort of themes are involved? Is there
Um,
anything really new or special that you're throwing in?
well, I guess it's not just about heartbreak. It's more about actually my actual depression and my anxiety, and it's kind of like basically this whole EP is gonna sound like one big personality disorder where it kind of sounds like I have hope in one song and then the next song I'm kind of just like completely throwing myself down, and it's kind of like exactly how I feel some days. Like one day I'll wake up and I'll be super duper happy, and then like 4 hours later I'll be like, what am I doing with my life? And I'm just fucking I'm self-loathing and like crying to myself and like cracking open beers and shit just to like get away from it. But just whatever's on my mind at the time, I'm gonna write down. If I'm semi happy, I'm gonna write down a semi happy song where it's kind of still dark. If I'm happy, which is very rare, I'll write a happy song, but most of it's just gonna be dark. And the what I like to do is make a beat that kind of sounds like really atmospheric and kind of like bright, and put a darkness to it, kind of like how life
Yeah.
just is in general, because life is amazing, but everything that happens in life is just fucking stupid and pisses you off, and never and nothing ever goes as planned.
Yeah. Expect the unexpected.
Exactly.
So, like, moving on with all this wonderful details. Are there any features you'd like to announce for it? We're gonna
Uh,
see Notebook on it,
yeah, right
Illuminati.
now, I have
So,
Notebook on it. We're working on a song, and it's kind of like two different perspectives kind of thing, because I know he's pretty optimistic. Not pretty optimistic, actually. He's like one of the most optimistic people I know, and just that alone is kind of inspiration for me to be happy. So, we're doing a song, and it's kind of like whenever we take a walk, and we're like anything like that, however we see the world, like if like me pessimistic views and him is more optimistic views, so it's going to be like a mesh. The song right now, the title right now that I have for it is called Eyes of the Beholder, but it might change. Um, yeah, it's all about just how you see it, how you see the world in general. Like, is it beautiful to you? Is it dark but beautiful? Is it just dark? Is it sad? Is it happy? It's just whatever goes through our mind whenever we just think
yeah.
about the world, and even
Oh,
trees and
that's
stuff.
even trees.
Yeah, like when you look at a tree, some people like see the leaves that the leaves are falling off, and they think the tree's dying, and they just think of darkness. That's what I do. And then some people look at it and like, oh, the tree's rebuilding to become beautiful the next year. And it's, I don't know, it's kind of like how you perceive everything in your life.
Yeah. That's a pretty broad concept. I like that. I like that a lot. So, is there any particular message you intend to send with the EP as a whole?
Um,
Is it like just you laying down yourself, like your thoughts and stuff, your
yeah,
feelings?
it's kind
Is
of
it
like
that thing?
I want people to listen to it and know that I am a dark person when I write, but as my fans know and stuff, I like to joke around, and I'm not really like depressed all the time. It's just music is my way of expressing everything. So I want people to get a sense of just myself as a person besides the music, and I want everybody to get the message at the end when they hear the last song and the credits roll. Um, just life can be shitty. Life is shitty. It is shitty, but it's also beautiful. And with the EP, I want all my fans, everybody to know that there really is, corny as shit as it sounds, there really is light at the end of the tunnel. You just have to keep driving, walking on your bike, rollerblading, whatever the hell you're doing, just keep going, and you'll see that little spark of light. And when you do, start going faster, and that's what I'm trying to do. Basically my music is just a big journey of how I deal with everything. And I want, with my projects, at the start of it, I want the start of it to be in the midst of the tunnel and you don't see any darkness, and at the end you start to see that little light, and then
Yeah,
kind of at
like
the
a
end
little
of the
spark.
EP, yeah, at the end of the EP, people will realize that I'm going through a tough situation right now, and there is hope for everything. And it's hard to think that, because I even have trouble with that. Like right now, I'm going through some bad shit, but I'm trying to stay as positive as I can. And whatever negative thoughts that I have, I'm writing them down just to get some release. And
Yeah.
that's basically the message of the whole EP. Is my mom's yelling at my dog, but the whole message of the EP is there is like a good side to the dark. You just have to take everything with a grain of salt.
Yeah. Would you say this is a bit like you on your journey to self-actualization?
Uh,
A bit.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, I still don't know exactly who I am, and musically how I'm gonna sound and everything like that. It's more like just basically who am I, and like I'm gonna be 20 next month, and I still don't know who I am personality wise, and nobody really ever does. They just just whatever. Like one year they can be a really good person, the next year they can be really bad, but it's just the whole factor of everybody finding that core personality of themselves,
Yeah.
and letting everybody know what it is and actually knowing yourself what it is, and that's what I'm still trying to do.
Yeah, like finding your strengths, how to utilize them the best, how your strengths work, you know.
Yeah, like what actually upsets you and how you can prevent it from upsetting you, how you can get over it, and you just gotta take everything with a grain of salt again, and you have family that care, and if you don't really have family that care, you have friends, you have, music that can help you, you have everything there. With every negative, there's always a positive. You just have to find the positive.
Yeah. Yeah, I got what you mean there.
Yeah.
For real. Anywho, I recall before in like one of your blog TVs an unknown amount of time ago because of a rather crappy memory that you have been doing practice with singing, not rapping, but singing.
Yes.
Will we get to witness this in your upcoming content?
I'm hoping I get the balls to actually do it, but I mean,
I hope so.
kind of, in a sense that it's not like I won't be full on singing, because I'm still not comfortable sharing it with everybody, but kind of like very melodic, stuff. I don't know how to say that, but sometimes you're gonna hear me like semi singing, but keeping the rapping tone, kind of. I've done that a few times, but I'm trying to get that more in my songs because it sounds awesome when somebody does it and they pull it off. It's still not perfect at singing, never be perfect at singing, but melodies and stuff, you can expect some of that, not like most of it's gonna be like singing and stuff. Courses, I'm trying to write some courses where I more sing than rap, but I still need to find a way for myself because I'm just so used to writing like rap that when I try and write like singing stuff, it's kind of hard for me, and I still need to find like melodies to use and all that.
Practice.
Yeah, the right pitches and different beats and stuff. I still need to find my way around that, but for the most part, I'm getting the hang of it. I still need more practice, but as for singing in projects, maybe a little more melodic type stuff, but
All right.
yeah.
I guess I've just been wondering about it and decided to pop the question.
Yeah.
Because I've been like, when is he going to do it? When is he going to do it? When is he going to announce it? It's been a while now.
Yeah, it's been almost fucking like 2 years since I said that, actually. Like, I first said it, but like recently, the past year or so, I've been saying it more because I've been practicing more.
Huh. All right. Well, moving on to a somewhat different topic that is actually a bit older. Your album.
My album.
Yes, your glorious album.
Yeah.
What's going on with that?
Still don't know exactly how it's gonna sound. I think I'm gonna throw in some stuff like this EP that I'm working on, Beautiful Misery type stuff, mixed with the illustration EP type stuff because both of them are me, and I've kind of been like playing tug of war with what style I really fit more and what style is really just me, and I think mixing them would be perfect because I'm both those sides. Like I love writing poetry and I love writing with that style, and I also love being aggressive, and if I can mix those two in the right way, I think it'd make for an amazing album, and that's what I'm going to actually try to do, is just mix both of them. So, pretty damn excited about that.
All right. I've been looking forward to it for a while. I mean, I know you've had to delay it.
Yeah, since I changed my name, I've been talking about the illustration LP and just never thought that I could actually do it, but now I'm actually doing it, and
moving up in the world.
Yeah, I'm not gonna stop doing it.
All right. Well, do you have a drop date for this project currently?
Sometime in September. I know the exact date, but I don't want to give it away right now, so I'm just gonna say September. But it's a very, very important date for me. Yeah, I don't want to like pry off of like this is gonna sound really, 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 really bitchy towards somebody else that might get the hint of, but I don't want to like completely feed off of somebody else's like presence and completely just be like, hey guys, I'm doing this on this day because this thing happened, and I just, I don't know. I mean, I'm not one for exploiting somebody or exploiting anything just to get more listens and stuff, especially if it's personal to me. So, yes, the date is personal to me. I just ruined that right now. It's very important to me, but I'm not gonna just use that date and just call it out right now so I can milk why I picked it. So,
All right, just keep it a secret.
yeah.
All right. So, what sort of themes are you involving?
Um, Mostly my life and well, not mostly my life, all my stuff is about my life, but this is way more in depth than everything that I've ever done.
So, would you say it'd be like more of a biography album for yourself?
Yeah, it'll kind of be like it won't it will be titled by Illustrate, but it'll be more Bronson, like what happened in my life and why I'm rapping so sad or aggressive instead of like saying very vague things like I usually do, which isn't very vague in general, but like compared to what I'm gonna say in the album, it's pretty vague. Kind of like why I do music and what happened in my life, how I feel about it. Um, way, way, way 100 times more in depth with the wording and everything. It's gonna be very when people hear it, they're gonna think that they're sitting right beside me and I'm telling them my life story of the past like year or two.
Damn.
So very sad and very very not like all sad, but like some parts are gonna be very sad, angry, happy too at times.
It's going to be personal.
It's gonna be really really personal, yeah.
All right. I mentioned before, I haven't mentioned. You mentioned way back when the original album was still in the works and being planned, that people would be getting bonus songs for getting the physical copies of the album.
Yeah.
Is that still going on at all, or
Yes.
are you still working that in? Awesome.
Um,
Just curious about
Whoever
that.
pre-orders the album, it's only for pre-orders because physicals are only pre-orders. They get 2 to 3 more songs. Um, and yeah, they get like 2 to 3 more songs, and they're gonna be really really happy about that. I'm really excited about that because I know people like free shit. So I personally love free shit. So people who are gonna be buying it on iTunes and stuff, you're really 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 fucking missing out because those 2 or 3 songs I'm thinking are going to be the most personal. Just as a thank you.
Just as a thank you.
Yeah.
So, otherwise, aside from albums and EP stuff, have you well, including this, have you considered like moving on, like experimenting with other genres, sort of like with like maybe a rockish kind of feel to the beat?
Yeah, I actually have. I've thought
Curveball.
about doing a rock hop EP because I really like Hollywood Undead and Linkin Park and all them. And I've always thought that my voice, if I put enough bass in it, like my voice right now, if I can use a voice very similar to the one I'm talking to and right now, it could fit with like not heavy guitars, but like kind of electric guitars. And because I know I've done songs with like acoustic guitars and stuff, and I think my voice fits good with that when I'm rapping with that voice. And if I put a little more bass and a little more, I guess, aggression into it, I can pull off some rock hop. The whole thing is it's very 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 hard to find rock beats and that are actually good. And I've been thinking about doing a whole bunch of different stuff. Like I've thought about like yesterday I actually had the idea to do a whole remix of Atmospheres, The Family Sign, because I have the whole album instrumental version, and I thought about just remixing that whole album before my actual album comes out and just releasing it for free.
Yeah.
but I still don't know about that. Maybe a song or two. But
I mean, even if it's a song or two, I'd definitely say go for it. I mean, it's good practice.
yeah, it'd be really really cool because those beats are really relaxed and really chill, and I've never really used beats like that, and I think that since Slug is a really really big influence on me, and people say that I sound like him, which is weird. I don't see why I sound. People said I sound like Charlie Sheen from Hollywood Undead. But I get the Slug comparison a lot, and I get the Charlie Sheen comparison, once every like 2-3 months. I get the Eminem impression more than anything. Um, but to put this to rest, by the way, my favorite rapper of all time is Slug, not Eminem. So when people say that I'm trying to bite Eminem, I'm not. I don't even like new Eminem. I think he's completely terrible, but that's besides the point. Um, yeah, rock hop would be really, 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 really fun. And I thought about actually, I think when I was doing Black and White, like 2 years ago, 2 summers ago or something, I was actually gonna do a punk EP, with like a punk sound, with singing. So that still might, come about. The Canadian in me really came out because I said a boot there, but um, yeah, I mean, different genres. I always welcome different genres, and it'd be really fun to experiment.
All right. Well, it was nice talking to you.
Yeah,
It's been a while. I'll definitely look forward to next time.
been too long.
It's been too long.
I've
Gotta make
been itching
closer
to say
dates.
this stuff.
Huh?
Been itching to say all this stuff.
Yeah, man. Well, I'll see you later.
All right,
Peace.
peace.